I just want to introduce Asia to everybody. For those who haven't met her yet, Asia Evans, we call her Z. She is an integral part of the AKASHX family. She's the top female as far as trainers for the company, and she's in the top 5 of all the trainers in our company. She has been having on her live trades that people trade with her. She's been averaging about, I think she said 84 to 85% success rate for the last 4 to 6 weeks. I think I didn't go back any further than that, but she has been just on fire. And the great thing about this business is when you have people in AKASHX that are your trainers and are actually trading live with their money, how much more honest can they be than they're risking their own money? Then that's somebody I want to be working with. I want somebody that's got some skin in the game, and that's what they do. So she's one of the top trainers. She's been in network marketing for about 3 years now. Her claim to fame is she signed up 120 affiliates in her first 40 days. I mean, I think we'd all be happy with that. She's created 5 and 6 figure earners in AKASHX, and she's very close to having a 7-figure earner. So without further ado, Asia, you on?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi Z, how are you?
I'm good.
So I'm gonna let you take it over. I got one more person trying to come on here, so we'll get her on. Again, I know we talked last week about the fact that you're going to do some more live trading, and so people can see that. And I'm just looking to see if the gentleman who was concerned about that is on here, and he's not at the moment. So hopefully we can get him a copy of it. And the other thing is, I think you're going to spend a little more time just kind of explaining a little bit about how the charts work, so that people can see what you're looking at. A lot of that you'll learn once they join as a member, but I thought maybe you could just kind of give them a little bit of how that all works. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to you, Z. Welcome.
Thank you. Can you make me co-host, please?
I will.
Thank you. Hello, guys. How are you doing? So I know the script was to either talk about the charts and talk about, right, and show some live trading. But what I wanted to do today is show you guys the power of what we do and how it greatly impacts, how it greatly impacts you. And I know this is our call for Africa, all of Africa. So who I have here with me today is actually one of my students. She has been one of my students for the past 6. Well, no, it hasn't been 6. I would say 4 or 5 months. For the past 4 to 5 months, she has been one of my students for the past 4 to 5 months. I have seen her grow. They actually call her, my sessions are called Daily Bread. They call her Baby Bread, right? She is someone who lights up our community. She is someone that you have seen her growth, and I'm gonna let her tell it, like what's been happening with her lately. I'm not gonna spill those beans, but we're just gonna have like a little back and forth, like a little question and answers, just so that you can see what it's like, right? She does live in Kenya, right? Born and raised in Kenya, and has just been killing the charts, and I couldn't be even more proud of her. Her name is Edith, and she's an amazing woman, and I just cannot wait for you guys to hear, right, what the power of trading, what the power of Akash can do for your life, and especially how it can impact you in Africa as well. So I'm gonna pin Edith up here.
Hi Z, can you hear me? I hope you can hear me.
Yes. All right, so we're both pinned. There we go.
Okay, perfect. Yes. So hi everyone. Wherever you're listening from, I can see some DRC, I can see some Kenyans, Hamjambo. So guys, my name is Edith, like you've been told. I have been Z's student inside AKASHX for the last 5 months, right? So I started my trading inside AKASHX, which really was my first experience with Forex, binary, whatever, right? That was my first experience, which was in February. So I've been going strong now. But I think I took the first month just to go through the videos that they have. So they have some really good educational stuff as well. So disclaimer, right? I had a full month when I was just watching videos. Yeah, and since then, it's been such an amazing and enriching journey. I would say, especially in the last 2 months, it's been a real game changer for me. Z knows they call me baby bread because I think I've mastered her strategies. So I can run with them on my own. I actually do a lot of trading by myself these days. But like in terms of how binary has changed my life, I was telling Z that in the last month, I've been taking maybe 3 to 5 trades in a day, right? And her trades are 1 minute trades or 2 minutes sometimes. But these 3 to 5 trades per day, at the end of each week, I'm typically withdrawing just from binary about $400. So kama wewe ni Mkenya, in our currency, that's about what, 60K? Maybe 60K? Yeah, something like that. Per week, just off of binary. Now, when Akash launched the gold bot, right? That's also something that we quickly jumped on, right? Just as a family, I was like, you know what, guys, let's get into this thing. Let's have, a bot start taking trades. And now we're officially connecting this bot. So I'm super excited because typically most people who are using the bot are making about $150 to $300 a day. Now, while all this was happening last week, because again, as part of the Daily Bread and AKASHX crew, we have a lot of Forex traders inside AKASHX. They send alerts and all these sweet things. And I said, you know what? I understand how binary works. Let me try and understand Forex, right? And see how it works. Guys, I kid you not. Today, as we are speaking, okay, since I woke up until now, I have made $600. Kwawa Kenya, wetu, that is, wait, I can't convert. Somebody multiply by 140. I don't know what that is. Guys,
I got you, Edith. I'm gonna multiply it.
It's mad. It's crazy, guys. It's mad.
That's 84,000.
Yes, today, since I woke up. And I probably just took the alerts, right? I just took the alerts and I just put them into the Meta, whatever app. And it just spits out results. And, next thing I know, they're sending out messages and they're like, oh yeah, hit TP2, hit TP3, hit TP5, hit. And I'm just like, Jesus, what is going on? But we're seeing the money. And I'm so happy. But I think just like the overall gain from AKASHX has just been, number one, I think in my first months before I joined the community, right? Because I was basically on my own. But once I plugged in, right, with Z's community, right? So she has a Daily Bread crew, and there's some of us there that have formed we're like a mini family. And we call each other, we send voice notes, we send texts, we check in. We've been reading a book together, we did a challenge together that I'm still on, and I'm still going strong because, Z is working to get us to be 6-figure traders in dollars, So guys, in our money, that would be like just through binary about 14 million is what Z has been working on with us. So I think, yeah, that's just basically where we're at. It's up, it's down, it's, you cry, you have high days, we laugh on these things. But like literally we've formed a community, which I think for me is what has kept me going. And now that I've gotten to a place where the skill is up there, right? So my skill with binary is there. My skill with Forex is coming in. And then now the bot is all the skill, and it can just do all the work for me and then I can relax. But yeah, essentially it's been an amazing experience, and Z has been such an amazing mentor. I don't think I've had a mentor that calls me and asks, Edith, what's up? Like, how many trades did you take? And are you in profit? What's going on? So guys, I'm so excited because I'm at a place where I'm withdrawing money and trading, right? Trading can literally pay all my bills now, right? If like I chose to stop doing anything else, I think I'd be fine. And like that's the goal. That's where we want to get to. The economy is in a tricky place. I mean, you guys know this. Wakenya mnajua, watu wa DRC mnajua, watu wa Tanzania mnajua, the economy is not what it should be in Africa. So we need to get to our plan B. So for me, trading was my side hustle, but now it's making good money. It can pay the bills, y'all. It can pay the bills. So I think I saw a few questions pop up, but I wasn't answering them. Okay.
Yeah, they asked what was so for binary, right? I remember one time we were talking, what was the capital that you started with in binary and everything, and knowing that you can take it to certain places?
Yeah, so remember we funded the binary account with $100. In Kenya shillings, that's 14,000. That's what we funded the binary account with. And since we funded it that time, I don't remember, I think maybe 2 months ago, I've not funded that account again in like the last 2 months or so.
Yeah.
So with the 14,000, I've been in withdrawals. I think someone here is asking in Swahili. Aya, watu wa Tanzania, nilianza na kwa pesa yetu ya Kenya shilling. Hiyo ni my Swahili is struggling. 14,000. Haya, nikaanza na hiyo 14,000. Hiyo ilikuwa miezi 2 iliyopita. Kutoka hizo miezi 2 hadi saa hizi kwa binary peke yake, binary options, na hiyo ni njia moja ya trading. Ndani ya trading kuna binary options, kuna forex na kuna zingine. Haya, so kuna crypto. Ndani ya binary options, ile trading yenye nilianza nayo na 14,000 Kenya, saa hizi imefika, nimetoa pesa karibu, what's $1,200, Z? 1,200 times 140.
I got you. It is 168,000.
Aya, nimetoa hiyo mia moja, 168,000, over 100,000 shillings nimetoa in the last 2 months kutoka kwa hiyo investment ya binary. Haya, hapo sijaweka ile hesabu ya forex, hiyo ni binary peke yake. Yeah. So, okay, now someone else is asking, is the system automatic? So the gold bot is automatic. For that one, you fund it $2,500, and then it just takes the trades for you. So if you're a person who doesn't want to actively take, forex and the likes, just connect the bot and it's going to take the trades for you. So it literally opens a position for gold and it closes it. Once it's hit, it's like profitable, whatever settings, but it's super cool. I was watching it and I was like, this is insane. Because it literally opened a position today, got into profit. I think it got to 100 or something like that, and then just closed by itself, and then continued doing what it was doing. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's in terms of gold bot. If you're a person who doesn't know how to trade yet, right, but you have the capital, right, unaweza ukaekelea pesa wekelea pesa, and then just let the bot trade for you. But now, kama uko kwa hii side ingine, right? Hauna pesa mingi ya kwanza nayo, right? Maybe umekaa na unasikiza na unasema mimi Edith siwezi nikawekelea pesa mob. It's okay. Anza na hiyo 14,000 uingie sessions za Z. Once you're inside the sessions, then now we start taking trades so that you grow that account from $100 hata ikifika kitu kama hata tuseme $500. Watu wangu, hiyo ni pesa mingi sana. Hiyo ni pesa mingi sana. Najua for some people hata hiyo ni rent na expenses zingine zimeshalipwa. So I think that's another thing to look at. But if you're a person who you're able to understand Forex, maybe you've done Forex before, our educators are doing an amazing job with sending out signals. I think it was Tizy that sent out 500 pips worth of profit today for NAS. It was insane. That trade was crazy.
She had a great day today. Right.
Yeah, no,
so somebody had asked you, what have you been doing for the last 2 months?
Oh, eating money. Okay. Well, I think I need clarity on when he asked.
So I guess
I've been doing for the last 2 months.
could you? I guess the question is like, yeah, they're saying to earn, but where could you? Because all right, we could talk about it, right? You had a time where you were over trading,
yeah,
and then right, you took a little break, like a week or two, something like that,
yeah.
And then once you had your breakthrough in your trading, you like just been on profit.
Yes. Oh, but Z, I needed that break. Okay, let me tell the people what happened. So we were trading. Yeah, we were trading, and I think I was the farthest ahead. Like, I think out of everybody, like I was the farthest. I think maybe at the time, like within like days, my account got to like $565 from 100, or like from 50. Yeah, it came from $50 to 560 something, right? Within 3 days. Guys, did I not bring that account back all the way back to 30 something in 1 day? In 1 day. Hey, guys, let me tell you, that's when you start feeling like you're about to get ulcers. So at that point, I was like, Edith, you're out. I cut myself off. I was like, how does this actually? I think it happened in 2 days. I said, Edith, just stop. Just stop. I stopped trading and I walked away. I just walked away and I lived life for 2 weeks. And I think inside that 2 weeks, part of what I did, because we've been reading this book about habits, I reread the book. I started realizing that, you don't chase the trade comes to you, especially with binary. You don't chase the trade comes. If it doesn't come, it's okay, it's not yours. So I think just that understanding, and then I started putting in place measures. So any day that I go 0-2, meaning I take one trade, it loses. I take the second trade, it loses. I'm out. I'll come back the next day. So I stopped over trading, right? I just I also realized when the market was against me and I got out early rather than staying and losing everything. And then I became very strategic in terms of, I know the days when the market is looking funny. So to a point where now I can open the chart and look at it and just see how the candles are moving. And I'll be like, yeah, no, not today, or we'll be in a session and Z calls out the first trade and then something happens. I'm like, I'm out. Guys, I can already tell this is going to be, like a funny day. So I think that's also like another thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Somebody's asking what's the difference between your previous trading and your MDC trading? Oh, so basically.
So I didn't trade prior to MDC. I'm fresh. Like, I came and I learned here. What I will say though, and I'm not sure if Z knows this, I actually, guys, I have a master's in finance, right? So I'm a numbers person.
Oh, I
Yeah,
did
she
not
didn't
know.
know that. Oh, and it's from your area, Z, from Boston, Massachusetts.
Wow,
Massachusetts. I was
that's
a
what
Mass
you were
girl.
doing in the States.
Yes, that's what I was doing in the States. So yeah, guys, I'm a numbers person, but I don't think I ever got to a place where I felt that I understood. So like I mean, I understood trading. I mean, we did technical analysis and fundamental and whatnot, and all the basics, like I had that. But I think just being in the sessions with the educators, I've understood how to make this a money making machine. What do I mean? I mean, if it's like what, a Friday evening, right? And I want to go out to dinner and I don't want to spend my current money. So I want to make money to go out to dinner with. Okay. I want fresh money. I'll just sit down and literally take like 4 trades using one of these strategies. It's called Ghost. I'll take 4 Ghost trades, right? And if I compound them, I'm going to end up with $80+ in profit. Withdraw that from my Binance, get that in my M-Pesa, and I'm rolling in the streets. You know what I mean? Like, it's become like a money making machine where I don't need permission to make money. I don't need direction. I don't need someone to call out a trade. I got the skill. I think that's like the key difference between what I've seen with other traders on the outside versus inside MDC. I feel like the ones outside, they wait for direction all the time. I think for us, Z has duplicated herself in us, hence the baby bread. Um, I think some of us, right, might be giving her a run for her money down the line, which I think is the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. So we're just going to stay in the race. We're going to stay in the race. So I think that's the key difference.
Yeah, thank you so much, Edith. Thank you so much. Can we just get some thank yous in the chat for Edith to even come on? This is her first time even, sharing that in the presence of a lot of people. And so the reason why, guys, I said today, let's not just trade, because you can look at a chart, right? But we got to see the power of what it truly means, right, for you guys and how you can do it. When Edith put in the time, the key takeaways that I hear today is that, one, Edith put in the time. She put in the time, she understood it. And then not only, right, she makes money with me on my session, but what she did was, right, is also learn the skill. And that's what we do here at AKASHX, right? What you pay for is not just so that I can feed you, right? I'm teaching you how to cook, right? Like, I'm teaching you how to cook. So therefore you can always learn how to eat, right? Because like Edith said, if she's looking on a Friday afternoon for her, and a Friday afternoon for her, that, I think the afternoon, right, starts by the time that I wake up. By the time that I wake up, it's already with the 7 hours ahead, right? It's already the afternoon. So the afternoon for her, I might not even be on, right? But that doesn't mean that her money machine stops. So it doesn't mean that. And also that you guys can see, I can talk about like money and the impact in my world, but the impact that it has in her world is vastly different, right? She's literally making 60K shillings, is what you guys call it, Kenya shillings. Yes, 60K Kenya shillings a week at minimum, and just made 84,000 shillings today.
A lot of money.
Right. And I did not trade today. I did not have a session today. So not only do you get me, but you get all of our educators, right? You get the impact of all of us. And this is why, Dell does these every Monday. And I know that this recording, right, this is recording. So what I want you guys to do is be able to send this out to your people. Like, and last week we talked about making a decision and just doing it, right? This Edith knew nothing about the foreign exchange market. So we literally can help you from beginning to advance, to fine tune your trading if you already have some knowledge. And if you don't have knowledge, that's okay, right? Because what we're here to do is teach you the skill, but while you're learning, right, you're still going to earn. And Edith, like, they want you back for a round 2 of testimonies. And I know in the next 3 months, guys, that testimony is going to be vastly different. Because at that point, right, she
Oh,
probably,
see, I'm gonna have my house and cars by then. You know, I already told you the plan. I'm putting the money aside. Yes.
you're right. You see, so she in 3 months, right, is going to be a lot different, and everything. And the beautiful thing about trading is that you can come from any background, right? You can come from anything in the anytime, any place. It has no judgment. It has no discrimination, nothing, right? You can come in and be who you are, because that's the beautiful thing about trading, is that you can have all this different things of how you can eat the money, like Edith said, right? And you don't have to be the next super singer, right? You don't have to come out with the latest song, or you don't have to come out, right, having amazing soccer skill. Well, y'all call it football, amazing football skills, right? Or amazing rugby skills. Like, you don't have to be these high impact people to still live a great life, right? And so that's all I wanted to do. I know, Del, we were supposed to live trade today, but I thought that this would be a little bit more impactful than just live trading for someone who doesn't understand what trading can do for you.
Sure. It was great. I'd like to just kind of talk about a couple of things that were said.
Mhm.
You know, I've always said, when you trade, it's easy to get in. It's hard to know when to get out. And she mentioned the bot, and the great thing about the bot is it takes all emotions out of it, because the robot, as far as doing the US dollar gold trade, does it on its own. There's no emotions. It's purely a logistics type thing, and it gets you in, it gets you out. It tells you when you should stay out for a while, when to get back in. But when you get to the trades like you've been talking about here today, do you use any kind of trailing stops or anything like that, or is it so volatile that won't work for you?
For the bot?
But no, for the regular binary trades.
For binary trading, you're in and out. There's no trailing stops. It's just the time frame. So once you're in it, you're committed to the trade, and you're done. Like Edith said, my trades are between 1 to 2 minutes. So therefore, Edith, how long does a trading session for you take?
I feel like typically it depends on the day. When I trade by myself, right, in my mornings, you know this, I typically just need like 15 minutes to get to my $100 mark and get my money out. But sometimes, like later on in the day, when I'm trading regular pairs, right, I need to be patient and wait for the opportunities, right? So even if it's a 1 or 2 minute trade, I'll be looking at the charts for like 40 minutes, right? Typically. But yeah, somehow in the morning, especially with your ghost, oh, I'm in and out 15 minutes and I have my bag.
Yeah. So as you can see, sometimes it might take you 10 minutes, it might take you 5 minutes, or it just might take you an hour. Either way, right? $100 a day for only 1 hour, and then you get to like live the rest of your day and do whatever, right? Whew.
Oh yeah. One other thing is, we talked about this last week, but there's some new people on here today. talk about a little bit about position sizing.
So you can start with a little as like $50 in binary. And because as you heard, Edith was like down in her account, never funded it up again. So you can start with as little as $50. And then it all varies in the traditional Forex as well. So you can have it like start with a little as $50 there too. I would typically suggest though, starting with a minimum of 100 if you can always do that. But if you can invest more, obviously you have more wiggle room, but you still would have to know how to trade in order to manage that account size.
And what you start with $100. How much would you recommend risking on any one trade?
So it just depends, right? It depends when you get into Akash, right? We all have trading plans that we give out. We all have exclusive things that we do. So each educator trades a little different. So they recommend a different account leverage size, like for your management. So it's all situational based. I cannot just give like one cookie cutter situation.
Sure, but I guess what I'm trying to get at is you never want to risk all your money on one trade.
Never that.
When that bad trade might come. So
right,
I know
absolutely.
You mentioned
right. We call it proper. Yeah, we call it proper risk management. So as long as you have a tight PRM for like Edith said, she does 2 trades, she's done. For some people, they might have a bigger threshold for 5 trades. Some people might have a little threshold for 1 trade. It just all depends, like I said, on the type of structure that you want to come up with for that trading plan.
Sure. Well, and that's the key is getting a system down that works for you based on your own personality, but you still have to have some restrictions because there's always some of us are gamblers, and what we're trying to get across, you don't gamble just like you wouldn't normally put all your money in the pot for one poker game. You wouldn't do the same thing for this because there is risk involved, and like you said, you're right about 85% of the time. That also means you're wrong 15% of the time. You never know when that's going to come. So again, position sizing is important. And that's what I think is important about what you're doing is you're training people on how to do it the correct way and not letting them just go out there and invest willy-nilly when all of a sudden they wake up tomorrow morning, their whole investment's gone.
Absolutely. We have a saying at in my community is called MBA, and it's no blown accounts. So that's what we preach for sure.
Absolutely. Any questions? I think I saw, let's see, Stephen had his hand up earlier. I don't know if he had a question, but him or anybody else that have any questions today? No?
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead, Steve.
Edith, has she left?
No, she's still here.
Okay, I would want to go step by step so that we can actually be able to connect the dots, because I do think our biggest problem is connecting the dots. There are guys, there are massive number of guys doing a lot of trading on this end, but the problem is convincing them to get to AKASHX. I think we need stories like this, testimonies like this, so that they can actually realize that this is a true fact. Otherwise, I think I would want to say, cheers, you guys, and let's see you guys at the top. You're coming soon.
Right. Stephen, where do you live?
I'm in Nairobi.
Nairobi. Okay. Because I was about to say, if you live in Kenya, I know Edith is setting up like a trading thing, a trading community for all the Kenyans, like a place where you guys can all come together and have like a little trading center via Akash. But we can do that as well. But we would have to, like, Edith, what do you suggest for helping him?
Yeah. So he can, he's more than welcome because he's in our city. So he's more than welcome once we've set up to come and essentially trade, right, with some of the AKASHX users. I was telling who was I don't remember who I was telling, but one of the ladies inside AKASHX, she's doing crazy things. And she only trades NAS gold and I think S&P 500 in terms of Forex. So she's like a Forex person through and through. And I know she follows Brent and some of the other guys as well. And she takes her own trades as well. Now, she made $3,000 today. Today.
Wow.
Yes, today. And last week, I think Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, she did maybe about slightly over close to $10,000. I need to check her screenshots. But anyway, so we're like a tight-knit circle, you know. We're out here trying to get some crazy money, you know, crazy money. So and just build people and share this skill, and make sure that people are plugged in with the cash and make sure that people know what's what, and make sure that people are able to get to where we got to a lot faster, right? So for me to be this comfortable with trading, it took me 4 or 5 months, but it might not need to take you 4 or 5 months, you know. You could join the community and get to your the figures, right, that you want to make a lot faster. And this is what we're preaching in AKASH. I think the element of community, don't stand by yourself, is what we're big on. We have a micro here in Kenya at the moment. So for those who are in the area, they're always welcome to chat. But yeah, it's amazing. I think $3,000 in a day, guys. That's an NGO person's salary, is it not? I think Stephen will say $3,000 in a day. He'll tell you guys how much money that is.
That's $420,000.
Kenyan shillings, yeah.
Kenyan shillings.
Yeah. Edith, just I don't know if you're aware, but Stephen, who's on here, he is basically the corporate representative for My Daily Choice for Kenya, and we have a office that he works out of in Westlands. So that might come in handy as far as maybe meeting there and giving some training or whatever you would work between the two of you. But you take two people that are there as leadership people doing what you guys are doing. Don't waste that. Grab the knowledge from both sides.
Yeah, awesome. So, Edith, how do you want them to connect with you? Via Instagram, via WhatsApp?
Even the Telegram. I feel like the Telegram, I'm so used to Telegram now because of our group.
Yeah, so I'll connect with Dell and see and connect with you guys, and then we can see where everybody gets it. But in order to be a part of this community that Edith is talking about, like, you do have to have the AKASH package, of course, because without the package, you won't be able to do what she do as well. Because she, like, in the community, right? It just is, think about it like when you're all going to school and everybody has the same homework assignment. It's kind of easier to discuss the homework if everybody has the book, right? You don't ever want to be like out of there, right? So definitely get back with the person who brought you onto this to see how you can get started with AKASH and be able to do everything that we need. Stephen, I know you see your hand raised.
Yeah, I think you guys are the missing link for this market, because basically guys want something that they can work with, which they can trust. And basically, I think we have it all. So I think it's time for us to move into the market and say, this is the place to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So if Edith doesn't mind, please give us her Telegram. We work Telegram and WhatsApp all the time. We have hundreds of groups. So if she's willing to give out her number, I could connect her with Stephen and then they could discuss maybe a strategy for the Nairobi market, since they're both right there.
Awesome. Yeah, no, we'll get that set up, Dale, for sure.
Okay.
You know, we'll communicate that on everything. For sure. And I thank you guys. I think that's all that I have for today. Dale, if you have anything.
Well, I just want to thank you again. You've been, I've been getting a lot of messages from Africa, from Africans, actually several other areas of the world that have actually sat in on these calls, saying that just so glad that we're doing this and that you're doing a great job. So just keep up the good work, and we'll try to keep learning as we go. And let's take what we know here, guys, and let's you know, we have the power of people that are already succeeding. Use that. Take the training that she can give us as far as what she can give us outside of AKASHX, and then what Z can give us within AKASHX once you join. It's going to be the best. It's going to be the best money you ever invested, because you know you spend $200 a month to be a member of this, and you just saw it. People are making hundreds of dollars a day, so it doesn't take long to recoup your money. So you know, there are so many people out there that are doing this type of stuff with no training whatsoever, and then they're shocked when they wake up one morning and they've lost everything they've ever had. That's not the way to do this business. This is a business where you want to be educated, you want to know what to do, and you want to have mentors to help you through the tough times. So having said all that, thanks for everybody being on the call today. Thank you, Z, for being on. Look forward to seeing you again next week. And thank you, Edith, for everything you told us today. It was very, very powerful. So everybody have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dale.
Bye-bye, guys.